Hello.
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm all right.
Who do we have the pleasure with speaking with?
Marie,
Marie. Where you from, Marie?
Baltimore, Maryland.
Baltimore, Maryland. How old are you?
44.
40,
4.
44.
Yeah.
What was life like growing up for you, Marie?
It was. I was like shy and like homebody before I started getting high. Like it was. My mother was, she raised me. She was illiterate. She couldn't read, right? But she made it.
Did you grow up with brothers and sisters?
2 sisters. One was in the household. My older sister, she was in the household. My middle sister, she stayed with her grandmother.
What's your relationship with you and your sisters like now?
My middle sister, I talk to her at least once a week. My older sister, I don't really talk to her too much.
Why not?
Me being out here using and stuff like that, and then she has her own issues and stuff like that, like, dealing with depression and stuff like that.
How long have you been out here using?
So from the age of 28 to 38, I did oxycodone. I started cigarettes at 35, I started heroin at 39, and I started crack cocaine at 41.
What made you start crack cocaine at 41?
So, self-medicating, like the crack cocaine, it was to help balance out, because I like downers because I can't sleep. So it was to help balance out, balance me out and mellow me out.
Who first introduced you to heroin at 39?
My first introduced you, when you say that, you mean actually where I, bit the bullet?
Yeah, I guess
my
street level.
brother-in-law.
What inspired him to want to introduce you to heroin?
So what I think it was because as an addict, if I ask you where something is or whatever, and I'm gonna buy you one, you get what I'm saying?
What made you choose to want to start using heroin?
So the Percocet. Honestly, I would buy my oxycodone for my mother, and my pride wouldn't let me go out in the street and buy it, so I would only use it once a week or whatever. And then like this one day, I asked her could I buy a certain amount. She's like, I only have a certain amount. So I really wanted to, mellow out and stuff like that. My brother-in-law and my sister, they actually were staying with her, and I asked him where I can find the Percocet. He was like, I don't know, but I can find the heroin. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, it's kind of like the same feeling, which is a little more.
So when you first started doing actual Percocets, how long before you realized you were addicted?
Addicted, I don't know. Like I did it for 10 years, so addicted. And the reason I don't know is because, like I said, my pride wouldn't let me go on the street, but I would buy for my mother. So I would do it for like 7 days, and then when she ran out, I wouldn't do it until the next month. So I really can honestly say I don't know. Now, as far as me, first time me understanding that I was going through withdrawals from it, 8 years in.
8 years in?
Mm-hmm.
When you started using street level heroin, how long did you take before you realized you were addicted?
3, 4 days.
Really? That soon?
Yeah.
When you first started taking it, how were you taking it? Snorting it?
And it's still the same way now. Like I don't shoot, but this is from the xylazine in the heroin. It's eating through our skin and stuff like that, and then picking it out.
So you know specifically xylazine is what's doing that to your skin?
Mm-hmm.
How did you lose your leg?
Back in January when it snowed, I was out in the cold and chasing drugs and stuff, and I lost my leg due to frostbite.
Really? Where exactly were you at?
The Royal Palms down by the casino. Is that Green Street? Yeah, Green Street or Russell Street.
So are you missing part of your foot as well?
Yes, all my toes on my right.
Due to the same reason?
Yeah.
Due to frostbite?
Mm-hmm.
So this summer, how are you going to protect yourself from frostbite if it happens to be that cold?
You said this summer or winter?
Excuse me, this winter.
So my plan is, with me going through this whole deal or whatever, I'm in the process of trying to get housing and stuff like that, and hopefully I'm getting, tired of beating myself out to want to, get off of drugs. So I have have to have to be ready to want to stop using. So hopefully I'll get tired of
So since 29 to now, because that's when you say you first started using, right?
it. No, 39.
39, excuse me. From 39 to now, what's the longest time you've been drug free?
7 months, 2 different times.
What inspired that?
I was just ready to stop.
Was it hard?
No, because I just was tired. I was tired. No, it was hard.
So 39 and now you're 44. So that's 5 years ago. Since being out here, have you met anyone that's been doing drugs for, say, 20 years straight?
Yeah.
Are they in a worse physical condition than you, or about the same?
They lost their leg.
Do you think with the drugs that are out now, someone could last 20 years of drug use? What do you think the life expectancy of drug use is current day?
Maybe like the next day. Because the reason why I said it is because within a week's time, let's say if I go to rehab and I come for a week and I come back out, it's different. It's changing day by day. It's changing day by day.
So the last time you were clean for that 7 months, what made you relapse back into this lifestyle?
So the last time was I was working. I have sleep issues, and I was working like night shift and stuff like that. And it was payday, and I just wanted to, get some good sleep.
So what actually led you to be on the streets? If you were, I guess, functioning. So are you currently homeless by choice?
Yeah.
So you could go back home right now?
Well, no, I can start, in the process of trying to get housing to my condition.
Is it going to be easy?
It should be. I would hope so, but,
How has life been since you've got this condition, since last winter?
It's like, I really haven't even paid attention to it. It's like, I'm not even down about it and stuff like that. So it's like, you just take it one day at a time.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know. It is, like, I'm not down about losing my leg or anything. Because everything happens for me, good or bad. But it's like, I think that's what led me to start using because I just, how you just go with things and whatever, it's just the norm.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just thinking like, this is the norm.
What do you think your purpose in life is, Mary?
So, like I said, everything happens for a reason, and I think everything that happens, it has to be done. Me using has to be done. Like I feel like, I have to be using to, later on in life, I may be an inspiration to somebody and tell a story.
Since you've been using in this last 5 years, what's the most important lesson you've learned so far?
Well, one is like, nobody can make you want to stop. You have to be tired. You have to be tired. And, the most important lesson I think is me not used to being on the street, me not used to being able to wash my hands. It's like, I beat myself up, like, I don't know. Like, I can't really explain it.
Totally understand what you mean. Do you feel tired now?
Kind of. Not completely.
Why not completely?
No. It's because I still wanna use right now,
What is it about using that makes you want to use?
Well, the high influence is like, it's sure not the chasing, trying to get money to get it. It's not that. It's like the euphoria and then it's like numbing the pain, blocking everything out.
Do you have children?
Yes.
How many children do you have?
I have one.
What's your relationship with your child like?
I don't talk to them as often or whatever. But we're close.
How old is your child?
He'll be 20 in November.
20. Does he know where you're at?
No, he's autistic. He just know I'm not there.
Really? What's the reason he's autistic? Do you know?
No drug use. It wasn't due to drug use. It was because when I was pregnant, he had lack of oxygen, Like I wasn't on no type of drugs. I was like 24. I didn't start using drugs until I was 28.
When you first started using drugs at 28, what made you want to start using drugs?
I think like I couldn't sleep at night, so I was working a job 7 to 3 or whatever, and I would just fall asleep at 6 o'clock in the morning. So once I had a foot injury and I used Percocet or whatever, and then I found out how like, the good sleep was. That's what it was, self-medicated. When I could have just went to the doctor. That was serious.
How much drugs do you currently use?
Um, the heroin is probably one. I probably get 2 pills a day, and that's due to giving some out, whatever. But like I had 1 pill a day habit of heroin, and the crack is just constantly all day.
So how much do you think you spend on drugs daily?
Almost $100, and it's mostly the crack.
How do you make money?
I pay in hand.
Do you ever get offered sex for drugs? Are you willing to trade sex for drugs?
No, not drugs. Drugs and money.
Drugs and money.
Yeah.
Even in the condition you are now, you are?
As far as intercourse, no, but yeah.
Do people actually try to have intercourse with you, even in the condition you're in now? Is it dangerous out here?
Yeah.
How dangerous?
I mean, it's very dangerous. Like everybody knows in the area, you can feel protected, but then with the added mind, they still might try to do something to you, knowing that somebody may harm them because they did something to you. It doesn't matter. So it's still, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel protected, but it's like with an addict mind that wants the drug and stuff like that, they're not gonna care about.
How do you actually stay safe?
Normally I would carry pepper spray and a knife, but like right now, I wouldn't know anything. And I travel all throughout the night, but I stay in areas where, I know, people are watching over and stuff like that.
How long was it after you actually got your leg amputated that you left out of the hospital?
So after I got my leg amputated, 3 weeks, I came out. After 3 weeks, I came out. Wait, I'm sorry. It's about 5 weeks because I was due to be being in the hospital, surgery, and the nursing home. So about 5 weeks, I came out for a day or so, and then I ended up going back to the hospital and had another infection, and then back to the nursing home. So about 5 weeks in, but then only came out for like a day and a half. I went back. The last time when I finally came out, it was probably like May 17th, like a week before my birthday.
In May?
Yeah, so actually my birthday, May 24th, is when I came out and basically relapsed.
So you've been on the street since May? In a wheelchair? What do you think is more dangerous, the drugs or the environment?
The environment.
Are you more likely to be victimized by another person that's experiencing substance abuse or just a regular person?
Yeah, another person is dealing with substance abuse.
Do you think that's just due to the drugs?
Yeah. Because you want it, sometimes you just don't care. Not saying need, but you know what I'm saying, like, you just don't care. Like, they can know you and, know you for years and stuff like that, but if that they craving that drug or, feeling for the drug, whatever, they still, make do something.
Have you ever been victimized since being in a wheelchair?
Yeah. No, not since being in a wheelchair.
But before being in a wheelchair, you have? Was there any justice for whatever it was that happened to you?
When you say victim, you're not talking about rape, are you?
I don't know.
Okay,
I don't know what may have happened to you.
So,
I don't know.
no.
Why not?
Really not saying anything.
What actually happened to you?
I was sad, and then I said somebody, but like rape, thank God. No.
When you did dates before, were you scared that you might potentially get raped?
For the most part, no, because, sometimes you try to go off of, talking to them, because, a lot of times, especially dealing with another ad, they're going to just say, oh, I got you, and then No, we're gonna talk, and I'm gonna sit and talk with you for a little bit, and then kind of fill you out.
What about now when you consider, I guess, exchanging sex acts for money? Do you think about that?
Yeah, and yeah, especially going like up in spots and stuff like that. We'll be being in the wheelchair.
How much longer do you see yourself out here on the streets, Maria?
I'm not completely tired, but I'm getting tired. So hopefully less than a year.
Less than a year? And again, you have seen 20 years of drug use in the past compared to 5 years of drug use now.
Yeah.
Are you in fear of losing another limb due to the drugs that you're taking?
No, but I know it's possible. And I think the reason why I'm not in fear is because I'm high, like not even worried about it. But I know it's possible.
Really? How possible?
Very, very possible. Especially when you're being out here on the street and having open wounds and stuff like that.
Have you ever overdosed?
Yes.
When's the last time you overdosed?
Last summer in Westwood.
How did you survive that? Was someone with you?
Well, it was like 7 of the drug dealers who were surrounding the door campus sometimes.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Has anyone ever overdosed around you?
Yeah.
What did you do?
No, I mean, I try to, make sure they alert, make some type of contact with me and not that out of door cam.
Have you ever introduced someone to drugs?
No, I wouldn't put my worst enemy to it.
Why not?
Look what we gotta go through. It's hard to. Heroin is $3. It's a hard thing to get that money, and then being addicted. Like I wouldn't put my worst enemy to it because the way destroying them. I feel like a life is worth more than them buying me a pill and introducing me to it because they buy me a pill.
Totally agree. Totally agree. Do you think Baltimore will ever change? What can happen?
Trying, but yeah, I don't think so.
What do you think could help inspire change?
Maybe something like this.
What's the bigger issue in Baltimore right now? Substance abuse or homelessness?
Substance abuse.
Why do you think substance abuse?
A lot of people dealing with, trauma, maybe from life and stuff like that, and then they start self-medicating and stuff like that. So I think that's why.
Do you suffer from any type of trauma now?
Well, my mother passed. Yeah.
Did she pass while you were out here on the streets? How did she feel about you being out here on the streets?
She didn't know I was completely on the street. She just, and I really didn't start being completely on the streets until my mother passed. Yeah. Well, I actually prayed she passed in January, and I actually started being on the street in December. Yeah.
Do you think people need to see your condition and hear your story?
Oh yeah, especially how you there getting high. Oh, my feet hurting, it's numb, and stuff like that. You go to the hospital. Don't let it go. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times because we on drugs and stuff like that, we're like, oh, I'm gonna go, and stuff like that. Never go. And I'm sure everybody doing that. Like I would be the last person with that.
So your amputations could have been prevented.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying. How long do you think you waited before, I guess it was severe, to where you could have got help?
So it happened in January, close to maybe 3 weeks.
3 weeks. Were you in pain at 3 week time?
Yeah. But it was kind of numb, and by me having an infection, I felt the pain,
Going back to your 39-year-old self, because no one knows Mary like Mary knows Mary. What would you have told yourself to make you never use drugs a day in your life?
Of course, this. I mean, like, think about the possibilities of being on the street in the cold, having to hustle up money, having to have sex with money. Maybe if I throw all that.
If there's one thing you wanted the world to know about Mary, what is it?
Oh, because I use drugs, that does not, make me. You know what I'm saying? Like, when people see people that use drugs and stuff, they have this thing, and that's it. They're not a good person. They gonna steal, all kinds of stuff. But I'm loving, I'm hearing, it's more to everybody than just, people that use stuff like that. Like I said, people just, stuck on, oh, they're addict. It's like, they still, they're gonna do whatever they want. Do whatever they have to do to get money, to get drugs. Some of them still have morals.
What's one thing you would say to your son that you think he needs to hear?
You said one thing I would say to my son, what?
That you think he needs to hear.
Oh, I love him.
If you could say one thing to someone right now to inspire them to be the best them they could be, what is it you would tell them?
Everything, I feel like everything happens for a reason. I think we all need to understand, good or bad, it has to happen. Everything has to happen, whatever. Don't let nobody judge you. Try not to hear what nobody's saying. That's just like, one person may think I'm ugly, one person may think I'm not. I don't care. It's not what other people think. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not.
And with that being said, we want to thank you for your time. We want to thank you for your honesty. And most importantly, we want to thank you for your story. Thank you, Mary. We're definitely praying for you.